This short clip is from my live trading room. You can engage directly with my fabulous team and me at LaDucTrading.com for all our research and trades. Or for just my daily live streams, you can access via YouTube memberships. All links are in the description. The whole banking sector right now is starting to roll over. We lose financials. You know how that works out. Carvana, thank you very much, is just about ready to give sway. So you just got to break this 327 and you could have a nice dump at least into 300. That's where I bet you will see a whole bunch of puts starting to consolidate in the 300 area, because that's just a psychological, it's $30 lower and it's just a psychological level. AXP, I sized this up. I did not see it until last week, at the end of the week before, when I said, oh my God, look at this gorgeous gap down. You know me, this is like my beautiful up or down. I don't care. But on a weekly that doesn't fill after a few weeks, and then the 10 starts to roll over, and then the 10 and 21 cross over, and then you have this kind of break and a pathetic excuse for a bounce, and then dumpage. So I gave 329 for AXP. We are firmly below it at 324 in a 6% dump. Now we're right at the Keltner channel on a weekly. If you can see this, very, very weak sauce though. I would expect this to bounce and then get rejected. But look at the American Express. We have not been below the 200 day since March of 2025, where we stayed until May. So remember, March, May, exactly 2 months. AXP was a gorgeous gap down, and look at it. Regional banks are coming in and banks themselves. So losing financials is a thing. I already gave XLF and AXP and Goldman GS. Some of you were asking about Citibank. Yes, you can see this massive bearish expansion candle 2 weeks ago, followed by an inside, and now we've got weakness. So it is heading for the 100-day next, which is 109. So Citibank is heading for 109 again. And then let's see. Oh yeah, it's rolling over. It's right out of a Bollinger Band squeeze. I'm just talking short duration. That's why the shake and bake. The level it needs to break down and stay below is 111. So it's heading for 111, and then it needs to stay below 111. The chase short target would be the 100-day, which is 109. So Citibank basically breaking 111, it's 112 right now, brings 109 just for the chase. Getting and staying below 109 is going to be the trick for a continuation. Yeah, you can see it, 109.37. See that? All right, so Citibank, double top. Goldman breaking the 10-week slowly, very, very slowly, but with a gorgeous, like we're done going up, sideways, shake and bake, shake and bake. Now we're below 919. So for Goldman, you need to keep it below 919. And right now it's at 897. Keep it below 919. And this thing can also head right back down to 856 would be target. 856 from 896. What is the 100 here? 865. Yeah, I see lower. You can see how this is making basically lower high, really big bounce, rejection, lower high, getting below and staying below the 55-day, or specifically below that 919 for Goldman. Bank of America looks just like it with a breakdown of the 10 and 21. Remember, it's been above the 10 and 21 firmly, decisively since May 12th birthday rally. So this is really since May of last year. Now they're giving it up. So be careful on financials. It definitely have broken below on XLF, the 5162 that I gave you. So 5162 was the big level. We already did this right. This was up here. And I said, I don't think it's just going to go to the 200-day. I said, I think it's going to go to 5160. That's the daily. It did. It perfectly dumped into 5160. It bounced perfectly into the 200-day, got rejected, and now it's breaking perfectly 5160. Like, it just needs to stay here, close below. XLF is in distribution, needs to stay below on a weekly close, that 5160. KRE is headed for 68.83, 68 area. It's now 69.35. This is where we're now get to play below that 69 area, but we're not there yet. AXP, gorgeous dump. And now let's take a look. Visa has also been in distribution since, guess what? All of 2025. All gains have been wiped out, and it's failing that level. This was already 2 weeks ago. Pathetic excuse for a bounce and then continuation. So Visa is under distribution. Not that Trump is going to get his credit card, what do you call it, rule here where he wants 10% cap. Not going to happen. He's losing all kinds of his power. Even Republicans right now are trying to stop a few of them anyway, are stepping up to the plate, and they're going to get swung at. But basically, 6 House Republicans already voted to rein in his trade powers last week. It'll grow. I'm pretty sure that number is going to grow. Consumer lending, we've been tracking this since September, October timeframe. Look at every single one. And I have big names in here. I got BlackRock, annihilated on asset management fears with APO. I've got small plays. I've got like LDI, Loan Depot for $2. Okay, this is the Citron. They said it was going to 6. Well, it didn't. I've got massive credit card companies and banks in here. Do you see anything in this watch list from Owl? That's a credit canary in the coal mine kind of play. Everything here, even credit is affecting home builders right now. Look at this. Every single name is red. And if I was to sort by when we started this list, I started this list just to keep track of consumer lending because I think it's going to hit the market at some point. Just the only one that is the big names, Goldman and Citibank, which I just set up as shorts last week, and they're working. KRE coming back in. I'm sad about this one, home builders, but anyway, I didn't even look at Wells Fargo, but I did give you Bank of America. Ally and CACC, these are both car. Let's go take a look at those real quick because Carvana's coming back in. Oh, look at that gap down in Ally Financial. Ooh, love me a gap. That is just purty. All right, so not a good look for Ally Financials, even though it's sitting right now on the 200-day. That is just a very, very, very weak stock. Underneath the surface, it's like an air pocket of risk underneath. And CACC is terrible. It's just a terribly volatile. I have no interest in that. Anyway, point is, consumer lending, you can see everything is red today. Everything, every single one. And on top of that, we've got a new kind of setup with financials since last week. XLF, GS, Citibank, Carvana continues to fade. Lots and lots. Lots. Did I do that with Carvana for you? Hold on. Yeah, exactly. It's working. So Carvana just is playing out beyond well. Lucky or good. We talked about this right here before it dumped. It needed to get underneath, then this. Look at all these levels. They're just stunning. Anyway, it did perfectly. It stayed below 413. I gave specifically, it just needs to get below on a weekly, 377. Remember that? That was the price target a month ago. It hit, it bounced, pathetic excuse for a bounce, huge trounce that equaled this bar. Remember? It's called a doji sandwich, followed by a doji equals this expansion bar. I literally gave this expansion bar low, and we almost reached it of basically this 228 area. Then last week we stayed inside the 228 area, and now we're dumping below the 328 area. So you just need to keep it below 328. So from 448 to 328 is a lot, and it's not done. It's not done.
Join Club today to engage with Samantha and her team of 10 experts. Scan this QR code or click the link in the description. Subscribe to LaDuc Trading YouTube channel for more live trading room recap videos and other content.